game. I don't know.
Hello, everybody.
You're gonna shoot me in the street.
Do you want to shoot
Or
Christian
saying
because he
the
likes
truth?
high guard, kinda? Says it's all right.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, you were a big Concord defender, right?
Yeah, no one's
Conquer
shy
is
of
a
that.
great video game.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Conquer got down dirty.
Okie
Remember they brought
dokie.
back Conquer and then they killed it again? That was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was up for like 2 days. Haha, Midgard. Listen, I'm a hater on my heart. But I'm too tired to hate.
Okay. That looks good.
Okay.
This
Okay.
looks good. Let me see here.
Is Christian liking it? It's probably gonna. If I like, it's gonna die in like 2 weeks. It's gonna
Yeah,
be done in.
He's
like,
a curse. Oh wait, I don't think
I'm
my.
not-
Hey, you guys hear
Wait.
me?
Oh, it is working.
Stop.
Jim, yum yum. No, I did champion. I champion a lot actually. I champion like Expedition 33 and fucking Arc Raiders. I kind of don't mess with those.
I am.
Pretty good.
Okay.
I did,
get
I
better.
did champion Pipistrella and nobody liked that.
There we go.
That one was
I like-
that.
That game reviewed really well, I think.
Yeah,
Wait, no, that's a
Pipistrella?
different one.
Yeah. Yeah,
did it?
Pipistrella. but
Pipistrella
but
did
none of
review
y'all
it.
like it.
I didn't play it.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. Don't forget the intro song might not fade out on its own.
That is the other show, I think.
That's the
Okay.
other show.
Well, this one.
Yeah, what the fuck, Mike?
This one sometimes doesn't either. This one I've known to turn down for a long time, so I'm always ready on this show. I'm not ready on the other one. Okay. Let's see.
I don't know why, because you have the other. The one I sent you is the one that
Okay.
goes
Well,
down.
send it to me again, but I don't know. Next time. All right. Let's see here. I think I'm ready, Mike. If you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm counting you in.
Remember to do the intro.
In 5, 4, 3.
Hey, you guys hear me? Start cheering now! Yeah, let's get this over with. Yeah.
Woof woof. Hi, I'm Mike Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
Hi, I'm Jeff Grubb, and I am a Nintendog.
And we are the last of the Nintendogs.
Rough.
Today, Yoshi, Birdo, Mauser, all the stars are here. 2 unreleased Virtual Boy games are coming out on NSO, and there's going to be a Tamagotchi Life Nintendo Direct later this week. First off, Jeff, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm good. It's the sick Tory sicknesses let go of me a little bit, which has freed me up to play other video games, which is fine. I guess it's nice to play other video games. I'm learning to love again. Is what I'm at. I'm like all my feelings and senses are dead, like most addicts. But now
Sure.
I'm learning to like claw back to a normal life.
Sorry to ask and sorry to interrupt the intro, but what's your top score on Sectori?
Did you finally beat it? It's I'm at
No.
I'm at 15 million now. I feel like 15 point something.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I got like 6 million, but in like 20 minutes because I die.
Yeah,
So
I
it's like
you've been do you leave it on because you're at like 50 hours now, so you've been playing a lot.
I do leave it on. I
Okay.
wake up in the morning. I woke up like 5:30 a.m. and I turn it like I do like because I have time.
Yep.
Sometimes I do one run and I just let it on all day. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's what it looked like. I'm like, he hasn't played that
Yeah.
much. Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing good, Mike, to answer your question.
Good. I'm still thinking about Miss 3. Did you know that song? Do you know a good chunk of those lyrics? Do you know what they're saying?
You talk about the credits song that you were super into?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even notice
Yeah.
the lyrics.
Yeah. The guy is actually they're just chant singing the names of the ages you go to in that game. They're like, Atamana, Edanana, Amateria.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool, man. Because I know all those places now.
Yeah, I know all of these. God, think about that marble still. Had a good time playing Myst with my Myst Busters earlier today. That's for sure. It's still so cold out. I once again was like, oh, I want to
It's
go out and eat
extremely
somewhere,
cold.
and
They
then
canceled school yet
Yeah.
again, so they're off
Jeez.
on Wednesday again. It's really for the last couple of days. It's not been the snow at all. Although we did have a snow squall during our show today, which was crazy.
course.
Apparently, was like it just dumped a couple more inches of snow in like a half an hour. But it's not the snow that they're canceling school for. It is because it is going to be once again like 0 to 5 degrees, and then with the wind chill, -20, -25. It's going to be crazy again. So that'll pass looking like tomorrow, and then they'll be back to school on Thursday.
It's Groundhog's Day this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, I got that. That's right. It is. Man, that's a great movie.
there-
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Just got reminded by Chet that there's a beer fest thing I always go to. So I guess that must be this weekend. Oh boy, my brother got Lobster Boy shirts for all of us on Christmas. I think he wants us to wear them. So we might be
I'm there. Deal.
we might be dress coded as Lobster Boys.
Deal. I'm in. I'm 100% in.
Oh, you could maybe wear AJ's because he's actually going to be out of town.
Okay.
So yeah, you could come in. You could be an honorary Lobster Boy if you want to.
Okay, I'll show up. I want to be a Lobster Boy so bad. Okay.
Now remember, you're going to Minneapolis this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it might be hard. I'll be back early on Saturday actually. So,
Okay.
I could probably make stuff happen, but we'll see.
Let me see when this is again. By the way, you should talk about that. Where are you going, Jeff?
Yeah, so I'm going to Minneapolis on Friday, not to do many of the things that are in my head, to instead do actual constructive good and to raise money for charity. Dan and Ben are actually in the process of vetting the charities right now. We got a couple listed that we want to make sure we're really going to do the most good, but we're going to go there. We're going to play all through the night in person with MinMax. It'll be dual casted to MinMax and Giant Bomb. If you just want to check out the stream, just go to giantbomb.com tomorrow night around 6 p.m. Eastern time, and you can hang out with us throughout that evening and help us raise a lot of money to help do some good in this world.
It's fantastic. You will not be doing any Lobster Boy beering though. I think it starts early on Saturday. I'm afraid.
Never mind. All right. Shit.
I'll tell you what though, buddy. We'll drink. The next weekend's the Super Bowl. AJ's having a party. You should come to that.
I actually might come for the Super Bowl party. I've been thinking about that. He did invite me. So, okay.
So there you go. We can wear Lobster Boy shirts there for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Of course. All right. Why don't we take a quick break then? We'll come back. We'll get started here with all of this Nintendo stuff and this Mario Galaxy movie and all of its non-Galaxy elements.
All right. Ready to come right back?
Yeah.
All right. In. Let's see. Let me actually fade to black again. Back in. 5, 4, 3.
We're back. Mario's a movie franchise now. I don't know if you knew this. We did have that Mario movie direct, Mario Galaxy movie direct, which included a new trailer, which finally showed off Yoshi, quite a lot of Yoshi, and some other characters, including a lot of Super Mario Brothers 2 characters like Birdo and Mauser, even some recognizable enemies from the game. We even had a split moment of Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. Let me ask, what do you think that's about? Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. That must be them turned into babies by some magic for some reason, right? It's not like there's time traveling or something.
I mean, is it possible it was a flashback? I saw him, but
if they were going to have a Yoshi's Island flashback, because I would like that a lot.
I think that's just as likely as anything else. Yes. And I would welcome that. But that's the thing with these references in the trailer. They could be so out of context. We could be missing a ton of information. So we really will have no idea.
So yeah, we saw a lot here. It's funny how many things we see in this trailer that are from everything but the Galaxy movies. We got more Mario Odyssey stuff, including the giant realistic T-Rex. Yeah, all this stuff here. What do you think, Joe? I know you're a little. I don't want to say you're cool on the movies. You're like, I probably liked it a bit more than you did. You get it.
Yeah. I have no ill will towards these movies, but yes. So your question is like, how am I feeling about it?
Yeah, how are you feeling about this? What do you think this is? You think you're gonna like this one any more than the last one?
I expect I will like it more. I think that they will probably improve the sort of just like the characters to the point where there's a little bit more going on there. But even if it's exactly the same, I imagine they are going to throw themselves into the fun references, which, member berries, all that stuff. Oh, this is something I like. I want to like see these fun things represented in a big, expensive movie. That's a good time to me. So I bet that will be even better here, and then we'll see. We'll see how the rest turns out. But so you're expecting it will probably be the same level, and you like the last one. So hey, no harm, no foul.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I doubt I'm gonna come in and be like, you know what? I don't think this is going to be like the Sonic 3.
Yeah. Pixar, watch your ass, watch your back. They're here for you.
No. Yeah, I think it's going to largely be. I like the references, and I like that the kids I went with seem to have a really good time.
Exactly.
Right?
My family will enjoy it. The kids will want to see that. In fact, they keep asking about it. So, yeah, it's going to do its job for sure.
Are you relieved that Yoshi isn't talking in full sentences by a celebrity voice actor or something?
Yes, I think that's the right choice. Makes him kind of this a fun other sidekick, and they had a pretty good idea for that as well, which is like create tension between Yoshi and Toad, and that could be a joke throughout the whole movie. And I bet it has a pretty fun conclusion where they have to work together, and it'll be good.
I always like a one-sided rivalry,
yes.
right? So I like the idea of Toad being insanely jealous of Yoshi, and
Yoshi has no idea.
Idiot who eats everything.
Yeah. Yoshi has no clue that this is happening. That's very good.
Yeah. Do you like the Yoshi design? It's mostly Yoshi, kind of a bigger head to me. It looks like, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? My view of it was smaller body. I'm like, oh, that's a smaller body. So yes, I don't think you're imagining it. It's definitely what he looks like. I looked at him like, that's Yoshi. That's all I really thought.
I forget if it was leaked as part of the Pillsbury Doughboy packaging thing or whatever, but I better see one of those stupid baby Yoshis. I love those dumb baby Yoshis.
Those just the gloop of Yoshi?
They look so stupid. I love them.
They no brains. Not that Yoshi has brains inside his head, but there's definitely no brains inside that little baby Yoshi. No way.
I think it's the best part of the Yoshi's ride in Universal is the stupid baby Yoshis. They're just I both love them and want to punt them like footballs.
Yes, they just don't know that they're alive, and that's really fun.
That's true of a lot of babies.
Yeah, no, I know for sure, but definitely with this baby Yoshi.
Baby's having a big moment. I love these memes I'm seeing of making fun of YouTube video game thumbnails like ours with babies. Right, they're like pointing at a toilet like new tech discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's
that.
really funny stuff. Yeah, new strat.
Oh my. All right then. There's that movie. It's coming. Like, when is that movie coming out?
Is it April or May?
Yeah, sounds right. The Mario Galaxy movie's coming out April 1st. Ha ha ha. It's not April Fool's though.
Oh, that's right. They moved it up. It was April 3rd, and they moved it to April 1st. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Again, it was a little strange, especially from this one trailer, how little Galaxy stuff there is. I do wonder when I see this movie if it's going to actually, like, at least in some structure, feel like an adaptation of the video game Super Mario Galaxy, or if it's just going to have a lot of those elements. I'm even curious, like, how does Yoshi... Like, is Yoshi going to even have a relationship with Rosalina? These are the two major new characters in this game, or this movie. Are they just going to happen to kind of be the two new characters?
Yeah, like they just have their own little things happening and never the two shall meet. That's possible. I think it's going to be just a grab bag of Mario stuff, and they called it Galaxy because Rosalina is like the main new attraction for new characters. So yeah, there's not a lot to adapt there. There was always gonna be this way.
It's weird because because it seems like Yoshi. I always thought Yoshi would be the biggest deal. And then the first trailer happened, like, oh no. Now this trailer happened. I'm like, yeah, Yoshi still seems like, I mean, the new poster, which by the way is awesome, with, very prominently features Yoshi and things like that. I don't know. It's like the Yoshi and Rosalina movie.
I think Yoshi is like gonna sell the movie and is like the thing that you put on the poster for the kids, absolutely. But I think they made the right choice to not give him a voice, which means you need like tension to come from somewhere, and that's gonna come from whatever Rosalina's plight is.
Yeah. I was also shocked when Sonic 2 also, I was like, oh, the Tails movie, and then that was also the Knuckles movie. And
yes.
Somehow it was fine, because you could still have a Shadow the Hedgehog movie. Just like, have a Wario movie? I don't know. That's what I'm really curious about now. Is like, what the heck is the third?
Yeah, Knuckles gets a Paramount Plus show, like, Wario gets a like Knuckles Paramount Plus show, and that's all.
Yeah,
and
that mostly actually stars a different human.
Yes,
not
exactly.
Knuckles.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll be down with that. 2 unreleased Virtual Boy games are coming to Nintendo Switch as part of the NSO expansion pack thing. So we know the this thing is coming on February 17th. But as well as 9 more planned for the future along with the initial lineup. There's going to be 2 unreleased ones. Why is it every time I look at a rundown thing of this, it doesn't have the name of these 2 unreleased games?
Oh, I know. I wrote it down earlier, and I just left it out. It's Racers X or something, and D Bouncers.
Demon Jumper.
Really? That's what's called?
Demon Jumper? Is that not your... You seemed up...
I thought it was like
D-Hopper. That's it. D-Hopper
yes.
and... All right. I got it. So here's the ones that are coming at launch. Galactic Pinball Teleboxer, Red Alarm, Virtual Boy Wario Land, 3D Tetris Golf, and the Mansion. That sounds like 3D Tetris Golf was one game. I want to be clear, it's not. I would like that.
That'd
but
be
it's
amazing.
3D Tetris, Golf. And then the Mansion of Innsmouth? What the hell's the Mansion of Innsmouth?
Innsmouth.
Oh my god, is this a first single player? It's a first person dungeon crawler. You're a private detective based on Lovecraft.
It's a Seance of Blake Manor prequel, is what it is. Yeah.
Okay. So that, and then, but coming is Mario Clash, Mario's Tennis. We're not getting Mario's Tennis at launch. Jack Brothers, huge. Space Invaders Virtual Collection, Virtual Bowling, Vertical Force, V, Tetris, and then the previously unreleased games, Zero Racers and D Hoppers. Is this exciting to you, Jeff?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm trying not to buy a Shoot Virtual Boy kind of constantly right now because of that. I found out how the screen works, and that was amazing. I remember there was that one at the Cleveland Gaming Classic that I could have got the Virtual Boy and all its games for not an insane price. It was still more than $1,000, but it was a lot. It was reasonable. I didn't buy that because that's too much money, and then this happened. So I was like, I am very glad. Now, I still want the original hardware, but yes, I'm excited about having all these games. I would like them to just put out all the games at once. Like, if you're going to spend $100 on that plastic dumb as fuck Virtual Boy thing that I love and definitely did do, I want to be able to play all the games on this thing I just spent $100 on. Why are we, like, holding them back? You already got me. I don't get it. So, yeah, that I don't like.
I was unaware until just now that Zero Racers is an F-Zero game.
It's an F-Zero spinoff, and yeah, that's why they didn't give it the exact F-Zero name or whatever, but yeah.
So there you go. There's your new F-Zero game. I'm just kind of indignant because I always knew about this game called Bound High that Nintendo made, for the Virtual Boy, and it's a finished game. I even played it at some show somewhere on a Virtual Boy, and I was like, oh, well, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, I guess we're going to release Bound High, and somehow that's actually not one of them. How many unreleased Virtual Boy games were there? Jeez. I don't know. I hope this one also comes out eventually as well. I'm excited about
1996, that Bound High. Interesting.
I'm excited for this February 17th. I know I'm pretty sure I bought the shell when that became available, so I'm excited.
I think we all did, yeah. I think I
remember
that happening.
Yeah, so give me that shell, give me my Virtual Boy. I will feel momentary joy, and that will be something. Nintendo Direct dedicated to Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is coming this week. It's going to be a 20-minute show starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time on Thursday, January 29th. This is, of course, going to give us a look at the sort of light sim, silly, goofy thing that thing is. It's set for release on Switch 1, of course, compatible Switch 2, sometime during the second quarter of this year. We can assume that we shall get an official release date during this showcase. I know you've been excited for this game, Jeff. What are you expecting to see here?
Yeah, I am definitely just like for the Direct. I'm with Dan. I just want it to be funny and silly because the reality of playing a Tomodachi Life is you are making a lot of your own fun. You're bringing the characters and the famous people and the Miis that you like and Miis of your family and throwing them all in there. And I kind of want to be surprised by a lot of the more off the wall stuff. So I hope they don't go too crazy with showing those things off in the Direct, unless there's like just so much of it that doesn't matter. But I just want maybe a focus on here are some features to make the game feel even more dynamic and to make it make the fun last even longer. You can definitely continue to find ways to make your own fun, but I would like Nintendo to sort of come to the table with a little bit more of that. So we'll see. Also, homosexual relationships. They did not have that in the last game, and I remember writing about how it's like, hey, Nintendo, it's whatever it was when I was working at GameSpeak, Mike, 2016.
It's 2014.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Like, where are we at? And it's like, well, it's Nintendo, and they're super backward. I bet they've come around. I hope it's basically just the heated rivalry of video games and just really changes things for everybody.
Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be some overtures to that Animal Crossing crowd, right?
You would think
there
so.
are a ton of them right now that maybe been satiated a bit by that Animal Crossing update, but those are a lot of people that might be into this game, right? I do have a lot of friends who they still kind of mostly care about Animal Crossing and The Sims, and there's to me, I'm like, I don't know why you wouldn't like this too. It's very silly and kind of similar. There's people who love games where I want to make my friends and watch them do weird things with each other and then laugh.
Yeah, this is that game, and it's like Emmy was playing it and making different cat me's and making our cats, and then our cats were singing songs about how dogs are dumb because she wrote that in the game, and they just go and perform it and they do a big dance number, and that's the kind of stuff that I think you're right. The Animal Crossing crowd will latch onto that if they can sort of break through the shell of like, what is this game? Just to kind of have to be given an open door there. And I expect Nintendo to do that at this Direct.
So we're getting this one January 29th. We had the Mario movie Direct earlier. You think we're getting a general Direct at some point in February?
Yeah, I mean, that's the rumor. I saw somewhere, chat help me out. There was some developer that said, hey, our game's going to be in the Direct, and then they deleted that.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they meant the Tomodachi Life.
Maybe they meant the Tomodachi Life Direct. Yeah. So chat, Orbitals. It was Orbitals, that Nintendo Switch exclusive game. The Orbitals developer posted that, deleted it. There's also
no. Careful, guys. Careful now.
Don't anger Nintendo. You're already on their good side. You don't want to ruin a good thing. I did have a story here. Let's see here. Nintendo Direct may be coming as soon as next week. The rumor comes from Nate the Hate, who he did a video recently. I bet it comes from there. I haven't watched that yet. He heard from his sources that a Nintendo Direct will be airing in the opening week of February. Oh,
wow.
Nate does stress that he hasn't been able to confirm that this with his best sources, but given Nintendo's history, he'd be extremely surprised if it didn't happen. I think, yeah, so we get this Nintendo or the movie Direct on the weekend, this past weekend. We're going to get Tomodachi Life on Thursday, and that's a Switch 1 game. And then they go and have a general Direct next week, I guess. Yeah, next week. That is a general Direct and can focus on Switch 2 stuff. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So I think so.
I would like that, and I am definitely. It feels a little dry for me right now in terms of Nintendo things that I'm super excited about at the moment. Like even like Fire Emblem, I'm being a little cautious about because I didn't love Engage. There's stuff coming, and I'm even like Mario Tennis. So it's not huge, but I am gonna be excited to play that. Tomodachi Life. I didn't play the last one. I do want to check this one out. But I want the next Bonanza, or even though it didn't deliver, the next Metroid Prime 4, the next thing that I'm like really looking forward to, and that's the next big game, and I can't wait. And I just spent all this time imagining how cool it's gonna be when it's actually out. Whether it's the next Luigi's Mansion, the next Smash Brothers, the next Mario, whatever. But I would like to know about its existence soon.
Yeah, I wonder. I hope Nintendo's ready to reload. I hope they come to this next Direct and it's like, hey, this is where we're going to talk about. Sure, it's The Legend of Zelda's 40th anniversary, and here's what we have for that. There's every possibility that happens over the summer or even way out in September or something like that. But I hope they're just ready to go now. We're going to be a year out from the launch of that thing in a couple of months, and I think they're going to want to be able to show that they can keep up the pace a little bit. So I would be excited for this Direct for first party, although, yeah, I imagine there's also going to be a lot of third parties showing up to the party for the Switch 2 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder when we're going to have, maybe Sean, maybe because you're parent to Nintendo, like when will a Nintendo, or with Pokemon, when will the Pokemon Presents or whatever be this year where we will learn about Gen 10? I wonder when that's going to pop up here.
That'll be on Pokemon Day, which is February 20 something.
No, so 26. Not far. Okay.
Yeah.
Not far. So, usually there we'll get a name, big day to maybe starters, right? Sometimes is what we get with the announcement of these things. So, something else to look forward to. All right, Jeff. There's our big topics. We got some super chats. We have a mailbag. When we take a break, we'll start diving into those.
Sounds good. All right, we are on the standby screen.
I get
Yeah,
the
27th. That was so close.
What'd you say, Christian?
That's good enough.
Get those super chats.
Yep.
Yeah, I got them right here. Let me just go click that and scroll up. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie, Mike Minotti. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You're still white. All right.
Let me just do this. Get you guys faded to black. All right.
All right.
Back in 5, 4, 3.
All right, we're back. Let's hear from the super chats, Jeff.
Simon from Saskatchewan says, Mike, what's your opinion, on the Next Generation episode Darmok?
Darmok Engelad at Tanagra. Yeah, it's a great one. It's like, so if you like, when you really like sit and think about it, you can poke holes. This is the episode where Picard is stuck on a planet with a guy who speaks a language that they can't understand because it turns out their language is based entirely in metaphor, right?
Yeah, entirely.
So instead of saying
they speak in memes, basically. Yeah.
So instead of saying I need you to go to the bathroom, you have to like reference a story where a guy went to the bathroom. So you'd be like Minotti on the toilet.
Right. It literally is memes. It's like old man smiling, pain smile, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, again, if you stop and think about it, it's like, well, how did they tell these stories? Right? But whatever. It's a very neat episode. It's very Star Trek Next Generation, where there's just this problem you have to solve it with your mind and things like that. And on the ship, they're not sure if the situation's dangerous. Are these people trying to hurt the captain because they can't speak their language? So it's a classic for sure. It's very cozy watching, that's for sure.
Simon from Saskatchewan is back. It says, is Dan the Carlos Mencia of Giant Bomb by taking credit for Mike's excellent Sonic pick for Jeff and Blight Club? Great pick,
Wow.
Mike. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, at first it sounded harsh, but you're right. I was shocked. I was shocked he tried to do that. It really was. It was so. I was so mad at first. And he was like, "Mike, pick this one." I'm like, "No, I didn't. I wanted him to play Medal of Honor. Look at that Medal of Honor game for Game Boy Advance, everybody. You tell me. You tell me right now if you think that would be a good Play Club game someday, because it looks interesting to me.
I would want to play that. Yeah, that would be fun to me until I realize how bad it is. Taco Belmont, what needle drops do you expect or hope for in the Galaxy movie? My money is on Walk the Dinosaur in a Yoshi montage. Oh my God, they can't do that because that references the original Mario Brothers movie. They don't want to draw any comparisons to that.
I bet. But so many 90s things use that thing because dinosaurs are big in the 90s.
Yep.
They were playing that constantly. I feel like there's a million like ABC, what was their Friday night block? I feel like they constantly played that during it because they had to show dinosaurs on there. TGIF, right? I would like to actually that one. I mean, I don't really want any of these needle blocks, but boy, they were just painful last time.
They were rough.
What was that song that played in the beginning with the penguins when that one happened? I was like, oh, that's just so freaking lazy.
I hope they have the entire Proto Man Act 3 soundtrack as the needle drops.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Or Old Man by Neil Young when like Donkey Kong has issues with Cranky Kong. That'll be good too. All right, next super chat is from Sick Jake. In Super Mario Galaxy, which actor should voice Yoshi, or should they continue to be the silent, rideable goldfish we all know him to be? Let's just go with it. If they did have an actor playing him, who would it be?
Well, I guess, I mean, do we not know, like, it's not like who's doing this Yoshi voice? Is it because doesn't sound exactly like normal Yoshi. So
it's George Clooney.
Like, we're gonna find out it's actually George Clooney, and he's gonna still say lines or something like that. And I don't think he should. I think he just should continue to say Yoshi and things like his little noise and that's fine. Otherwise, just make it also Chris Pratt. Fuck it.
Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, Vin Diesel's got that great the tree that he plays, right? I am Groot.
Groot, yeah,
That's all he
he's
says.
Groot.
And George Clooney did do something like Yoshi before when he played he played a gay dog on South Park, and the only line he had was just bark. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
and then he was a doctor in the movie with actual lines as well. So yeah.
Lex Luddy says, "What game bums you out the most to think about?" When I first read this in chat earlier, I thought it was, "What game bum do you most like to think about?" And I'm like, well, clearly the bum from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater that you have to hop over. That we
Ollie
the bum,
magic bum.
right? Yeah. But no, we're not talking about that. Yes. What game bums you out the most to think about, Mike?
I mean, like we don't have to go over it again, but Metroid Prime 4 lately has been that one. There's promise, like Mighty Number 9. Although I get more mad than anything, but I bought into that whole hype thing. I think I helped fund that game technically. It was garbage. Then I get mad. So yeah, there you go. I'm bummed out about that for sure. So yeah, elements like that, things that are canceled. I'm still like the whole Perfect Dark cancellation thing. Even though I'm not some big Perfect Dark fan, something about that just really chafes me. Like I was like, I bought into that game, right? They're trying to sell me on the game. I bought into it, and then they're like, never mind. Great, cool.
Yep, yeah, that all of those definitely bummed me out. I've always been bummed out about Agents of Mayhem, which is the follow-up to the Saints Row games. And it was just like, that was before publishers knew if you put out a game like that and it was kind of mediocre, which is what Agents of Mayhem was. Maybe it's bad, but it's mediocre more than anything else. And there was a time it's like, well, at least we'll get some of our money back. It's like, no, that game dropped dead the second it came out, and that we had not really seen that before. That didn't really happen before that. So I just think about that being this marker of how things change and people being like much more reserved with their money. And kind of being much more judgmental because they always have a free-to-play game they could play instead. And it's like, oh, the people working on that must have been blindsided. All right. Let's see here from AJB Time. If the second Mario movie is Galaxy, but includes a lot of Odyssey stuff, is the third one still called Odyssey, or will it be tied to the next 3D Mario?
I think the next one is still going to be called Odyssey. I don't really know what else it could be called. You can't call it. You're not going to call it Sunshine. You're not going to go back to World after skipping that. You can't call it Super Mario 3D World or something like that. Even if we have a new game by then, I don't think you call it after the super new game, even though it'll have references to that game in it. But yeah, at this point, I think you will just call the third one that. And then after that, I bet they might even just come up with their own things for it and stop worrying about naming them after games.
Here's what the next movie's called. And like, you guys could take this to the bank right now. Super Mario Brothers 3. And the 3 has a raccoon tail.
I mean, it
has a raccoon tail, and it's just, they go do that whole thing. I think I would be the most excited about that. All right, let's see here from the Gray Goblin. I swear the only reason they used Take On Me in the Kong portion was because the lyric Take Me On sounds vaguely like Donkey Kong. Oh my God, that's probably true.
Jeez, it's about as much thought probably went into it for sure.
EP Idiot Box. As someone born in this country but feeling unwanted and scared, I want to say thank you for using your platform to take a stand. Abolish ICE. Yeah, abolishing ICE would be a good start. We got to prosecute and hold them accountable. We need justice.
You gotta jail them. Yes. Sorry.
We have to hold. Yeah. We have to stop. Like, get on the other side and be like, oh, well, everyone learned a lesson, right? No one. They don't learn a lesson.
No.
More has to be done.
Correct.
Zombie Porn says, shout out Grubb and going to the MinMax charity stream. Even though I kind of feel like this is a ploy from Dan to blight Jeff Moore. Fuck ICE. I'm happy to get out there and just kind of help those guys out and get in person and do some stuff. It was a headache to figure out, but it was worth it. So happy to do it. We're looking forward to it. Chris Pratt says, okay, maybe that AI movie sucked, but please be sure to watch Mario Galaxy movie. Please, I owe $5 million to a loan shark. Oh, Chris Pratt, you got to get off of FanDuel, buddy.
Pratt, never put your own money in the movie. Come on. Yeah. Everybody knows this.
Zombie Porn. Also, why does Grubb call his cat Pebnus? Yeah, well, that's the stuffed animal is Pebnus now. But yeah, I get it. Super Blast X says, now that I'm finally a GB Premium member, I'm coming for your Sectori score. That's a great incentive. Love you all. Yeah, I could tell people about this real quick. Just quick version.
These goobers talked about Sectori so much, we actually were able to get in contact with the developer, and they sent us a bunch of codes, like 200 codes, and we're giving those out to new subscribers. The first 200 we get after we announced this earlier today. So, if you were to join, say right now, giantbomb.com/join. I mean, I haven't looked, but I would guess there are still codes left to give out. So, if you're looking for just a little bit more incentive there, we're always happy to bring more people in. That support means the world. It helps us think about things in the future, bringing more people in, able to expand our bandwidth, plan more exciting things. So, yeah. And I know a lot of you here have supported us a ton, so I want to thank you. But, yep, just hopefully a way to get even more people on board.
We're sending those codes out manually, so Mike will get to them as he has time.
I'll probably start sending them out tomorrow. Hopefully, if I have some time. So hold on tight.
Okay, let's see here from Chrono Rig. Yes, Chrono Rig. Hey, dogs, with Ubisoft in turmoil, are the Nintendo and Ubi exclusive collabs done? I really liked Mario and Rabbids and loved Starlink for Star Fox. I mean, I don't think that stuff is necessarily done because that's, you're working with Nintendo is like a big boost. I just, will they have the infrastructure after they get done like just gutting that place, which is what it feels like they're gearing up to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, right? I mean, what are they going to do now? I mean, they gave them Mario, right? They took their pathetic Rabbids franchise and they gave them Mario. And even then, it's still only barely lasted for 2 games before everybody lost interest in it, right? So, unless you gave Ubisoft a franchise and they're like, hey, you're going to be the ones to make the next F-Zero or something. And why would you do that?
Let them make the new Star Fox and make it based on Starlink. That would be fine.
Right. But then Ubisoft seems to be bad at overseeing its studios and having them make games that they actually then want to release. I don't know though. It just seems like such a mess over there.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that should be what happens. Is that Ubisoft should take contract work from Nintendo to help fill out its to help use its studios reasonable stuff instead of working on the same remake 2 times and canceling it both times. But I just don't know if it's gonna happen.
All right, let's see here from EP Idiot Box. Oh yeah, video games. Shoot, should I get Pikmin 4 or Pikman 4 or Fire Emblem Engage with my remaining voucher? I enjoy both series equally. Still, fuck ice.
Pikmin 4 is an all-timer.
Yeah, Pikmin 4 is a great game, and Engage has good parts. And it's the combat, it's this strategy element, but the rest of it is a slog. From Missouri Matt, a warm heart melts ice. Thank you so much, Missouri Matt. We appreciate it. And all these super chats will help me pay for my ticket out to Minnesota. I appreciate that.
There you go.
To Bear, I survived my surgery today and have a new outlook on life. Mike, can I be considered an honorary lobster boy in spirit this weekend? Rest in peace, Pippo Bonix.
Congratulations. I'm glad your surgery went well. No.
We love that, To Bear, for real. Oh man, this is all I wanted. This is what I wanted. When I realized I couldn't go, I was going to ask you to just drink one for me and just say to the honorary lobster boy. But I get it. If I'm not there, I can't steal that value.
No, Tuber could be an honorary lobster boy for the next 10 seconds.
All right.
This is not good podcasting.
All right. I hope you enjoyed it. You're done.
That was man. It just flew by. Went by faster than I thought it would. All right. Let's see here from Hail Me. You're a nice person, Mike. It's okay if you're not a morning person. I'm the same. Yeah, I didn't get what they were trying to do there. I'm like, guys, he's fine.
It's gone a little bad lately. I should be getting up.
I know, but
I should be able to.
I know, but everyone's got their shit. I don't know.
You know this, Jeff. I'm a fun person to tease. I've accepted it.
I know. Hey, this is a bit much though. All right, let's see here. Nintendogs, there will be lots of talk on first-party stuff in the rumored direct, but what kind of third-party stuff would you like to see? Fuck ice and also fuck ice. Thank you very much, Nintendogs. I just want to see generalized support. I don't have anything in mind that God, I hope that. Well, it would be nice if Elden Elden Ring actually came out. That would be cool. And then there was the other game. Expedition 33. That would be cool to see. And then Baldur's Gate 3, which we know is having issues of the Hasbro variety or whatever. I hope that they can figure that stuff out. But then beyond those, it would just be nice to see a bunch of publishers showing up in whatever form. What do you want?
I'd like to see. First, I want to see Duskbloods and have a better idea of what that looks like. I know it maybe technically isn't third party; it's hard to tell. Elden Ring, I want that port to come back. I want to see that it looks good now. That right? I want to see that the delay is doing something for that game, kind of desperately. Then maybe some. We're getting the 7, 8, 9 for Resident Evil. Maybe we hear about the remakes, other things like that. Would be nice to know about, and maybe some more Switch 2 versions of some older games. I really like the fact that they went back to Red Dead Redemption 1, and now that runs at 60 frames per second on that console. I'd like to see some other games get that treatment that had older versions on there.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I just lost my spot, but thankfully, Ali Miracle is right there. F ICE, trans rights are human rights. Black Lives Matter. Chokeslam a Nazi. F fascism. And racism. It could be a bunch. No, fascism. Thank you, boys, for always being awesome.
I'll tell you what, we can say racism is bad too while we're at it.
All right, I'm glad we can step up.
Slow down.
Yeah, usually we do demand to be paid before saying that. Thank you, Ali Miracle. And it's easy when we have all you in our corner, and you comprising our audience is what makes it easy for us to just kind of take the stand as well. Ink Goblin says Walmart leaked Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 on NSO. Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I meant to. My bad.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, there's a Walmart ad that shows NSO stuff, and they just have Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 on there, and those are games not announced as coming soon to that service. Although, both of them are somehow not exciting to me. Pikmin 2, you can play that on Switch 2 right now because they sort of not even remastered. There's an enhanced port of it just on the Switch 1, which I imagine has some quality of life stuff that just this ROM won't. Metroid Prime 2, I don't want it just on NSO. I want it to at least get kind of the treatment that Metroid Prime 1 got, especially with all the new control options that game had. I did just play that game again, but I played it with Prime Hacks, where I was able to use a mouse and keyboard, and that was awesome. And that game is still very good, and I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to tolerate the original GameCube controls on that one anymore.
From Turbo Sean, long time, first time.
Wow.
Pebness.
Who?
Yeah, Pebness. Look, it's Pebbles, Pubis, Peebus, and now it can also be Pebness. Everybody, I'll introduce that to the vernacular, and we don't ever have to tell them what we're actually trying to say. Super Blast X is back. Need more funds for the plane ticket? Take that. That's all you had to say. Thanks for doing that, dudes. Fat guys. Absolutely, Super Blast X. And no, I appreciate it. I'm good. I'm good. We're gonna just pay all these funds forward. Let's do it that way. If you have money and you want to help, just show up on Friday.
To be Giant Bomb's going to pay for your ticket, I would hope.
It's charity. I'll pay for it. It's fine. Food off families and all that stuff.
It was
expensive. I just feel bad.
Yeah, I bet it was. It's very short notice.
Let's see here from Two Bear. That was the best 10 seconds of my life. I'm going to be chasing that high forever. Well, we're glad we can deliver. You're welcome. Antonio Morales, can I be an honorary lobster boy? I showed you my devil's third. Please respond. Also, fuck Ice and Penis.
All right, I'll give you 3 seconds. All right, done.
Woo! Yeah, that was thrilling.
Congratulations.
Does he have to be in silent?
Yes.
I don't think it's good podcasting.
To One Freeman says, love to all sentient beings. Love you guys. Thank you, To One Freeman.
Love you too, To One Freeman.
I'm not sentient though, so I didn't feel that. I didn't feel anything. Mike, that's all the super chats. Over to you.
Thank you so much, everybody. We will continue to read your super chats if they come in before the end of the show. But we're going to take another quick break.
From Burrito, for those sweet, grueling 13 seconds of silence.
See, they like it, Christian. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll be right back.
And grueling. All right. Stand by. Okay. We are...
The sounds, yeah. Brogan is right. It does. I do edit on vibes. And the
I
Samus wins
I
the
think it makes
fight.
us stronger. I think it makes us more confident, and we don't even have to record a podcast to put on a podcast. Is where we're at. That's how good we are at
If you
this
keep
show now.
if you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna
you-
cut out all the silences.
Nope.
Christian won't
You're gonna-
survive a day over a kind of funny.
Yeah. All right.
Seamless, yeah, right.
Okay. I
Uh,
am ready if you guys are.
Mike, do you have the mailbag?
Mailbag? Yeah.
All right, let's do it then.
Back in 5, 4, 3.
All right, Jeff. The mailman, I tell you what, you gotta admire the fact that even with all this snow up above his knees, he's still trudging out there delivering the mail. I want you to go and viciously attack him and steal those letters that he was just going to give us anyway, right now.
All right. Teeth sounds.
No,
Chomp.
no mercy. I don't care if he's shivering. I don't care.
Your ankles are delicious.
All right, that's
Flash.
good. That's enough. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, from James Pies. With Nintendo likely to have another billion-dollar Mario movie this year, which spin-off film series is likely to be greenlit first? Though there are DK rumblings abound. I personally love Luigi's Mansion film, but after seeing the trailer, gotta imagine the easy money is a Yoshi story, baby movie, or even kids show. I mean, maybe, but I think there's a reason why we don't see the Kongs in this movie is because they are doing their own thing now. If maybe they'll show up for a little bit here. But yeah, I think a Donkey Kong movie is probably still the most likely thing in terms of a Nintendo thing that's still tied into this Mario cinematic universe somehow.
Yeah, I think that's most likely. If we're talking about what we want to see, I think Luigi's Mansion is something that should happen. That would be, that is like a really smart kind of spinoff of like focus on Luigi. Mario could still be a part of the story. It could be a spooky movie for kids, and that's a fun genre that they could do a lot of fun stuff with. So no, I love that idea.
Next up is from Zip says, you're both probably way too busy making all of your own, but do either of you have any video game podcasts you enjoy? I'm a big fan of Get Played. You should get Nick Weiger on Game Mess Mornings sometime. Jeff, yeah, I don't listen to too many other video game podcasts anymore. I was listening to the Besties for a bit. Haven't done that in a moment. I listened to Fire Escape with Dan, Mary, and Mike. I do like Fire Escape still. Even that one I'm a little bit behind on right now. Holidays are just pretty busy. But, if anything, I'll like join in during like live stuff for Kind of Funny or things like that and see what they're up to over there, stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't been listening to a ton of gaming podcasts lately.
Yeah, it used to be like my favorite thing, and it's a little bit harder now, like being like on the Bombcast specifically, where it's just like I worry so much about doing a good podcast. When I hear other people's, I'm like often listening to it and be like, oh, what can we be doing? And that's exhausting. So I've been listening to less and less. I would like to get back to it because, again, I enjoyed it so much. It was such a big part of my life for so long. But yeah, it's a little bit more difficult. When I do usually listen to Nextlander. I still love those guys. Vinny and Brad and Alex are all still so great. And I'll listen to the Besties here and there. There's, I check in. I don't listen every week, but like once a month I'm listening to the Besties. And then Into the Aether is one I've been listening to recently, just because they do kind of nail their stated mission of a chill vibes video game podcast, and they're just hanging out, and they have a lot of good conversations about games that I normally wouldn't play. They're very big into RPGs and stuff like that, so yeah. I appreciate their perspective. That's it right now. If anyone has any recommendations for one, like, hey, this will break your feelings about this right now, let me know. I would love to get into some.
It's not a video game podcast per se, but I've been a little bit obsessed with Matt McMuscles for a while now, like a lot of his videos, and I've been trying to get his attention for so long, and I just couldn't do it. Well, last night, OMG had a hit skeet about fighting games, and Matt McMuscles saw it, and he liked it, and he reskeeted it, and he followed me.
Yeah, you did it,
Ladies
buddy.
and gentlemen,
all right,
we got him.
We got him. Compromised to a following end.
We even had a exchange of memes and jokes. So,
buddy,
first contact has been made.
This is romantic. I'm happy for you.
So very, very excited about this.
That is often what I do instead of podcasts these days. Is I'll put on a Matt McMuscles or some long video game YouTube video instead.
Right. That's what I'm engaged with the most. I like these very long videos from Sean Shonson I talk about all the time.
He's
Madular, does a ton of great one. Matt McMuscles. There's a ton of people doing these great videos, and I like watching them. I've been watching a lot of the Souls-like challenge runs, specifically from J.K. Leeds. I started rewatching them. Like, can I beat Dark Souls with only throwing knives? That stuff, and it's just kind of fun to see, even when the answer turns out to be no.
Absolutely not.
How far they get.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Righty. Next up is Bayleaf Moon. Dear bad boy of games media, Mike Minotti, there's a viral TikTok of you defending Metroid Prime 4's desert. Now that the game is out, do you think the Xenoblade waifu community deserves an apology? Well, look, I don't think the desert was close to being that game's biggest problem. No. It was great. So you know what? I'm not too big for it. Dear Xenoblade waifu community, I'm sorry.
The thing is, they don't even need this because they're happy with their waifus. They don't need.
They're fine.
Yeah, they don't need.
They
your
got
apology.
Code Vein 2 now.
They got
right?
so
They'll be
much.
busy.
Yeah,
you know what? Maybe that's something we're going to hear about next week, is whatever the next Xenoblade thing is. Maybe I should make them lobster boys for a moment, but I don't know. I don't want to get Christian upset. So we can
2 seconds. 2 seconds. You can do it.
Okay, done. All
Okay,
right, next.
Wow, congratulations, waifu community.
Next up is Jim. Hey, yo, dogs. With the announcement that the Virtual Boy is getting 2 previously unreleased games, do you guys have any insight on how this comes about? Games are complete already. It sounds easy enough to add, but how the hell do they go back and complete the ones that aren't? I mean, I imagine with these two, similar to with Star Fox 2, they were complete. Yeah. Like I said, there's a complete Virtual Boy game that I knew about that somehow wasn't one of these. So when Virtual Boy flopped very hard, of course they still had a lot of games that they were making and getting ready to release for it. And they just like, guess we're not releasing these. This thing is done already.
It'll cost money to print these cartridges that no one is going to buy. Yeah.
So Virtual Boy is sort of a special case. There aren't too many others like this on other consoles when it comes to like Nintendo games that were practically finished but didn't quite come out. Maybe people know of some, but Star Fox 2 was always kind of the infamous one. You know, it's a little difficult to go in there and spruce it up and clean it up, but you can do it. I'm laughing at List and chat. Lol, Code Vein catching strays. I did. Maybe it was uncalled for. Right. Next up here is from Tommy Pencils. Dear Mike, please educate us on the ritual of Highguard. Highguard. We've all been excited for you to regale us with this information. Dear Jeff, please do not interrupt Mike.
No problem.
He's been preparing this for a long time, and it would be rude to talk over him. All right. Well, you see, it all started with these animals, a bear, a horse, and a panther, and they used to be big enemies. And then one day they were like, we got to put our differences aside and build some castles. But then they started fighting over who, like, do bears have more rights than panthers? They should be in charge of the castles. We don't know. And they split into different factions. And then they gathered the humans to their sides. These humans became known as the High Guardians. And they decided to fight for their favorite animals and ride them into a battle, but only after they reinforced walls and mined crystals enough and got enough at least rare quality loot equipment slots before the Daikatana spawned. The Daikatana is actually the shoot Daikatana from the video game Daikatana, where a character, Hiro Miyamoto, is that his name? Was it really Hiro Miyamoto? Am I making that up? You see, he was in a sad place, and an old man came by and said, "You are the chosen one. You have to go get the Daikatana." Now, Daikatana is Japanese for the big sword, and he had to shoot a bunch of bugs, and then through a series of strange events, he killed a girl. That's the lore.
Oh, cool. I'm glad I didn't interrupt you.
Right. Wait, Hiro Miyamoto is the right name?
Yes, Hiro Miyamoto is insane. John Romero's Big Sword. That's right. What a video game. And that is the backbone of Highguard to this day.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You're reading these emails. I was about to start them.
Bob says, what Nintendo character will be a warden in the first Highguard crossover event? Silax, the villain of Metroid Prime 4.
That's a High Guardian if I've ever seen one before.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he won't do much, but he'll show up sometimes and scream, and then you have a pretty decent boss fight against them, except for phase 1 of the last one.
Yep.
Next up is Chris 2K. Greetings, dogs to the Nintendo. I've been playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on NSO and loving it. I'm enjoying how it's mostly classic Fire Emblem without the extra bullshit. Yeah, sure. I don't think there's any base stuff. I do like the modern entries like Three Houses and Engage in their own way, but this makes them look a bit bloated in comparison with all the main hub shenanigans between missions. If you felt this way with any other game series or new entries, keep building upon the formula, but keeping it simple and closer to the roots again would be nice. All right, gotta leave and recruit the next waifu. Bye. I do want to play. I do want to play that GameCube Fire Emblem game. It actually does sound like a pretty good time. Do you have anything? I feel like I've complained about this many times with friends. I mean, Kingdom Hearts did this for sure, where there's just too many mechanics. Or Kingdom Hearts 3, it's like, you can do first person or third person aiming fire shots and also summon Big Thunder mounted, and now your Keyblade is a giant yo-yo, and you can still bring the genie in. I'm like, can I swing my Keyblade a little bit, actually? How about I do that and cast a fire spell for just a moment? That would actually be a huge relief right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel generally this way about a lot of like recent Nintendo sequels, their sports games, where it's like, I just get the sports stuff right and then put in a good online tournament mode. And they're like, well, what if we had all this other bullshit instead? And it's always to the detriment of the game.
Like, I kind of thought that Mario Strikers game did that, and people were mad it didn't have enough content. I'm like, yeah, but the game's fun. And
but that game, it's like, it was like a perfect like online team game, and they didn't have like online team support. You couldn't have like 4 players on one team go against 4 players on another team. So it was missing just some basic online stuff.
Next up here is from beloved community member Joyzy. It says that here, to be clear.
But we also feel that way.
Hello, Mike, Bad Faith Minotti, and Jeff, not part of this Grubb. I'm here on behalf of Dr. Ryan to inform everyone that Mike still has not performed Informer by Snow. No, that time does not count. We'll be organizing a general strike of all super chats and super chat related activities so Dr. Ryan gets justice. # justice for Dr. Ryan. Look, I never said, hey, someone donate this money and then I will sing a song I don't know.
I think I did. Yeah, so I am a part of this.
And I said the lyrics.
Someone did say that, though. I don't know who it was, but
I sang them.
It happened.
I'll do it again.
I feel like, we could do a karaoke version and put it out on like the Patreon feed or something like that for free for everybody. We'll see.
I mean, what's up, man? Ayo, what's up? Yeah, is it not enough sing-songy for you? Hey, what's up, man? Ayo, what's up?
I think the music has to be part of it. I think the music has to be playing.
I'm sick and tired of 5-0 running up on the block. You know what I'm saying? Go Snow. They came around looking for you.
Does this mean I have to meet the parents or whatever the fuck the lyrics are?
Word, bust it. Informer. Say daddy me, Snow me. I go blame. I lick you boom boom down.
Is this what you wanted, Joyzy?
This is what you want?
That's definitely not what I want. I'll tell you that much. Always be. Oh wait. Again, I tried to read it just to move us on from this hell.
You're just so desperate to move on.
Yeah. I'm like, just sing the fucking song, Minotti. Get us out of this. They said they won't give us money anymore.
Always be clothing says, Dear likes Instagram posts for the Bronze Medal Jeff, and I'd rather be in bed, Mike. Do you feel the Switch 2 has justified your launch day purchase yet? I mean, I don't. Sure, I've never thought about it like that in any of these consoles. I don't know. But I am such a person, Jeff, that it would have been unacceptable for me to not have played Donkey Kong Bonanza last year, right?
Yeah. Same. So it's like it kind of justified itself pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But
I use my every day, so for me, pretty easily. I still play it every single day.
Yep, same. I'm going to. We did look for some games tonight. I ended up downloading My Little Pony, and I did think about how you were upset that my kids' playtime was on my account for the end of the year roundup, where I had more games and many more hours than you. I'm like, yeah, go to work, kids. Play some more My Little Pony. That's right.
Oh my god, cheating. Matt says it seems like Valve is using ARM for its devices moving forward. What does that mean for the power, battery life, form factor, etc. of the next Steam Deck?
Yeah. Do we know this? Because like Like, where's that coming from? I guess I'd have to look and see. They're using
The Steam frame uses an ARM
right.
chip.
The Steam frame uses the ARM chip. That's right, and they are going to have all of the Proton layers that like work on the PC hardware working on there. They were talking about. That's exciting. This is good stuff. This is good because ARM is getting more powerful than x86 is getting more efficient. So if you want to have eventually ARM's just going to be as powerful, if not more so, for the same amount of money. And they should get on that side of the tracks as early as possible. So yeah, this is good news. And it means the Steam Deck will have a better battery life and will be smaller and might not even need active cooling. It probably will need active cooling, but not necessarily. They could build one that doesn't. There's a lot of benefits to this down the line. And as long as they have the translation layer stuff sorted and they're the best, some of the best in the world at it, and they work with people who are very good at it, I would have a lot of faith in this working out just fine.
Villa Max says, "What's the dumbest thing Nintendo could announce at the next Direct?" I mean, like, I don't know. Everybody
fucking
wants
clock.
to Switch 2, right?
Yeah, a collection.
No.
Okay, what do you got, Christian?
No, it's a clock or like some dumb shit.
They've already
I like
come-
my clock.
Yeah, my Nintendo clock is not dumb. It's very smart and cool and cute.
I know, you know what I meant.
Another device, another talking
yeah,
flower.
another device. Yeah.
It might be.
A remaster of the Wii News channel. And that's it.
Oh, just that. How many people are getting their news that way? Would
it
the
was
Wii
probably
News
not
channel
zero.
have like reported on ice in Minneapolis?
Yeah, right. It was probably just like an AP feed, right? It's probably just Associated Press. So yeah, probably. Man, that would be funny if I could
Imagine
see
if we.
the nightmare world we're in now represented by my Wii in 480p. That would rule.
Imagine if we had the Wii News on 9/11.
Yeah. I just those jokes like oh, look at you how you're dressed. 2001 called and they said, wait, hang on a second. Oh my God. It gets me.
Mike O'Reilly says, "What game gets harder the more you play it? I remember playing with my Wii for hours, and it was so hard that by the end of it, I had to take a break. My mom would always be so nervous I'd hurt myself. She would tell me, put down your Wii or you will go blind penis." Mike O'Reilly, are you really getting us with Wii penis jokes in 2026?
I liked it. Good
Sir.
job. Good work.
Sir. I was gonna say this is an excellent question because most games get easier the more you play them, almost no matter what. But then no, I refuse to answer now.
Yeah, we will not dignify that with a response.
Tuber says, if Mike was a Game & Watch Echo Fighter, the next Smash Bros. Game, what would his 1 to 9 random attacks be? I hope I just throw like increasingly more expensive GameCube games at people, right? Like at 9, it's the Metroid Prime Wind Waker combo pack. At 8, it's
big copy of that, and you hit him on the head. Yeah.
For at like 1, it's just some NBA game that's very cheap.
2 is Smash Brothers Melee or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Soulscream says, "Are we really getting a new 3D Mario? If so, will it be Switch exclusive?" I mean, we're going to eventually. I don't know about this year, but yeah, it'll be a Switch exclusive. There will not be a Switch 1 version of the next mainline Mario game.
Nope. Yeah, and it could happen later this year. I doubt it though. Probably sometime after that.
Soulscream. Oh, that's on. Blazing Notes says, "Hey, dogs. Mike, what's your favorite sit-down restaurant at Disneyland? Heading there next month with the family." I still like the Blue Bayou a lot. It's the one that you see when you're on Pirates of the Caribbean. I've heard some people recently say that like their food wasn't as good as they remember. I've always had good meals there. I like the gumbo, the potatoes gratin, quite a lot. Disneyland doesn't have as many sit-down restaurants as Disney World in general, but I still do like the Blue Bayou. Even the downtown Disney area has some decent offerings. Or Naples has like the big pizza. That's fun. But yeah, I think Blue Bayou still kind of feels like the most special sit-down meal you can have in Disneyland. You can also do like the New Orleans Cafe. That's not bad either. Jacob says, "Where is the Nintendo mouse? Switch slide, Nintendo glide, the Switch scoot. What accessories should show up for the Switch 2? Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, they just made a Joy-Con that actually looked more like a mouse, and you could use that as well. But go ahead.
I want them to build like little contraptions for your shoes that you could slide the Joy-Cons into your shoes and like play like soccer games and stuff like that.
You sound like an idiot.
The inverse of Ring Fit Adventure. I don't want anything happening up here. I want it all happening down there. And I also want to wear my Joy-Cons outside the house.
They have made so many fewer accessories for the Switch or Switch 2 than we expected the first time we saw Joy-Cons, right?
Yeah.
We thought that they would go wild with weird things you can slide in there. And there's actually not been very much.
Yeah, they were like, well, we will just do Ring Fit Adventure and make a lot of money from that. And that's probably what happened. It's like, we don't need to make anything else.
Orange Bash says, hey, dogs, I want to be better at being more introspective about the games I play. Do you have any tips? / is there anything you guys do while playing? Thanks for all the work. I mean, I don't really think about it much. I do like having a site like Infinite Backlog where when I beat a game, I at least will go there and add it and at least rate it, 1 to 5 stars with half stars. Has me think about it that way a little bit. But that's all I do. I don't do too much aside from that.
You don't write anything. You just do the.
I don't write anything right away. No, like I have an incentive on my Twitch streams where I can write a review for one of the games I've beaten if people spend channel points, but I don't just do it right away.
I've been getting way better at like watching movies, like realizing what I'm watching. Since I started like reviewing every movie I watch. So maybe that helps for video games too.
I'm sure. It would have an effect for sure. I don't know. I think it's about disposition, a big part of it, where it's like I'm always in a space where I'm thinking about how the game is making me feel, and if that's why I'm like so quick to drop a lot of games, because if it's not doing that to me, I'll just move on pretty quickly, because it's like I know there's something out there where it's happening on that level where I enjoy engaging with it and feeling like, oh, here's the effect it's having on me. And if it does that, then it's very easy to be introspective because I could just like express those feelings. So yeah, it's game to game disposition. I wonder if I tried to bring that to every game and force myself to do that, I probably would have to do something like what Christian is describing and make a habit out of writing down a certain number of thoughts or answering a certain set of questions each time I finish a game. I'm not going to do that necessarily.
Tan says, every final the Game Awards announcement has ended up being mid and treated like it was a sin. Is Intergalactic doomed? Oh, was Intergalactic the one last thing one year? No, I bet that game's going to do well.
I bet it's going to be fine. Yep, I bet it's going to be good.
Yeah, who knows? Like, I may not even like it, and I bet that game will sell insanely well still.
Yep.
Scream Man says, hello, Jeff, Samurai Grubbo, and Mike, Mr. Minot EAD. I gave you guys F-Zero themed nicknames because even though Mike already knows from his Twitch chat, I'm TR Bucket, I beat F-Zero GX's story mode last week. It was such an incredible feeling to beat a story mode that I never got far on back in 2003. Years later, I cleared this brutally hard campaign. What is the hardest Nintendo game you two have beaten? Interesting.
I don't know.
I wonder if I look up hardest Nintendo games.
Yeah. Tell me what you see. Okay.
Well, I think like actually beating like a lot of it's horse. Like Mario 3 actually is still pretty difficult for a 2D Mario game, right? So beating that felt good. Like Zelda 2 is very hard, but I was using save states. Even then, I wasn't like save scumming. I was like, I'm going to save.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out is probably up there for me.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out is pretty hard. That's very hard. And yeah, I think I beat Mike Tyson once at some point.
Did I?
So I
don't know if I've ever actually beat the Lost Levels. I played a lot of the Lost Levels, but it keeps going.
I never did.
Yeah. And then what are some of the like 2D Mario games that have really hard like late game stuff? I guess
that's more of a newer thing.
Yeah, really. I know, but like
like New Super Mario Brothers
Wii
U, I think might be the first one to do that. Yeah. I found a thread like what's considered the hardest game, and F-Zero GX seems to be the most popular answer. Actually,
it is. Man, that first stage, I was doing that on the Switch, and it was just like, this is impossible. It's so hard.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like that. Zelda 2 seem to be popular answers actually. So yeah, Lost Level was probably Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, that's third party, but I know what you mean. And I've never cared enough about a Ghosts and Goblins game to play through that. That's for sure. I mean, those are basically like, you gain it, you learn what you did wrong. It's a memorization game, which a lot of these old games are really at the end of the day. All right, then. Next up is JD Camp. Where was Ugly Sonic? There was Ugly Sonic, so there was probably an Ugly Tails. Jeff, can you use your leaking powers to find Ugly Tails? It is a great mystery what Ugly Tails might have looked like. Someday they might be brave enough to show us like the concept sketch or whatever.
I'm just imagining the little gremlin things from the what's the sandwich shop that got closed down because they had the ugly little guys in the commercials? Quiznos. I'm imagining they look like the Quizno goblins. That's Tails.
Oh, like the old Honey Crisp, not Honey Crisp. What's that cereal? There's the weird little goblin mascot for that thing.
Was that not Honey Crisp?
Honeycombs.
Oh, Honeycombs. Wait, no, I think you had it right. Was it Honeycombs or that was Sugar
Honeycomb
Snaps?
cereal.
Yeah, you're right. Honeycombs. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, honeycomb. Yeah, which I don't even know if it's a cereal anymore. I haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, me want honeycomb. Right, that thing.
Me want honeycomb.
Man. Yeah, I think that's what Tails would have looked like. Miracle says, what Nintendo creator/director would you want to work on another franchise outside Nintendo, or one outside Nintendo take on one of their franchises? Sakurai would make an amazing Sonic game. Yoko Taro would, quote unquote, save Metroid. This is interesting. Sometimes I'm not a believer in like the one developer necessarily.
Oh yeah. No, that's right.
Even though, but I do think a lot of them could have some interesting powers here. But I don't know. Like I think Toby Fox making I don't want to say Mother game because Mother has to be that guy. Really, can't even Toby Fox can't just step in and be like, I'm making a Mother game. I would like to make something, but not Mother. I don't know. Do you have any ideas, Jeff?
I did, and then it slipped my mind. Oh, I wanted Bennett Foddy to make a Wario game.
Right.
Yeah, just do some silly stuff with Wario.
We'll go with that. Beef Hammer in Australia says, hey, boys. First off, I just want to confirm while I'm here on vacation, Australians are still all thieves and scoundrels. Not as many people walk around in thongs or flip-flops, as we call them, as I expected, though. Apparently, your body can react to even dead jellyfish tentacles. I'm fine, like a gnarly sunburn. Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, no.
Real talk. I just want to give you all some best wishes, Giant Bomb, for 2026. I know you'll all try very hard, but I think you can do even better this year. Every single thing, everybody has to be better. The producing has to be better. The gameplay has to be better. The voicemails can be better. Everybody. It starts from the equipment manager, Christian. He has to wash your uniforms better. We have to be better. Yeah, it's very inspirational. Beef Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like jellyfish at all. I don't trust the ocean.
That is what I took away from this message as well. It's like, oh man, jellyfish suck. Like
if
I just saw a bunch of jellyfish anywhere, I would leave. I like inside a tank at an aquarium. I shouldn't be here. This is bad for humans to be around. I don't not gross. Gross isn't the word. Just
I was at the beach one time and once somebody in our group got somebody jellyfish, and I was just like, I'm not going in the water anymore.
Yep.
I don't go to the beach often. Even when I do, I have a minimal amount of water time anymore. I'm not that interested in going out there.
Like we go to the beaches up in Lake Michigan where it's crystal clear and beautiful. And once I get in the water, I'm kind of committed, and I'll stay out there the rest of the day, and it's good. It's a good time. But that's the nice clean part of Lake Michigan. That's different.
All right, that's the mailbag. Let's take one more break, come back, talk about any games we've been playing, and then any more super chats. We'll get out of here.
Sounds good. All right, I am ready when you get back.
You saw the jellyfish, that immortal jellyfish that like can live forever. That's
right, I think I heard something about this. Right, like, it just keeps regenerating. Right. Cool.
Shit, you'll
fucking
be born
aliens
and then die. That's it. That's the rule.
The ocean just has it all, huh? They got all kinds of shit down there.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Did Mike stood up?
Yeah, you went to go to the potty, so
he's pissing. Yeah.
Sorry, I have the preview on. There we go.
I'm in love with your dead grandmother. I'm glad that's on Steam now, everybody. So you can get it on your library.
Go grab it.
Oh yeah, accessibility.
Is the battle royale out?
Yeah.
I think it might be. And Overwatch 2 is on Steam, and every time I see that still weirds me out. Okay.
Yeah, that's like the one other launcher I allow is Battle.net series. I'm like, they've been around. Mm-hmm. They're allowed to still be on my desktop. Oh my gosh,
Remember when they changed their name? That was dumb.
That was really stupid. Everyone hated that. Yeah, it was real weird. Paying the chat. If you respect jellyfish, they'll respect you back. No, they won't.
No, they don't.
Come on.
I don't think
they think anything.
They just float there.
Yeah, they're like the opposite of octopus, which are very intelligent. They just float and hurt.
Yeah. The two-sided
right.
coins of
I
sea
am.
creatures.
Yeah, Tentacle's a jellyfish, I think. Fairy Godfather. All right.
Doesn't
this is
that
why you'll
mean
get stuck.
that if you let them go with the flow, though, they won't flow towards you? Isn't she right then?
Yeah, but sometimes there's a
Uh,
bunch of them.
There's a lot of there's a lot of
Well, why are you getting
turbulent
in the way of the school,
water.
dude?
You're right.
Yeah.
I
Chuck
am.
Toasty in chat says, "Scuba though with squids, they are the best."
Squids.
I'll
You
allow
are
squids.
right,
I'm a
my
squid
friend.
kid, like down to my
I'll allow 'em.
bones. Fading to black.
Why? Don't go to the ocean, people.
All right, back in 5, 4, 3.
We are in fact back. Jeff, been playing any Nintendo games?
Yeah, I got the Switch 2 out a little bit and was I started up Rayman 2 on NSO because we were talking about it, and I've played it a couple times before in terms of like starting it, but I'm like, I might give it a real shot, and it looks good. Like I'm like always, yeah, this is one of those N64 games that looks surprisingly good. Now it had a Dreamcast version that did look much better, but yeah, no, this still looks really good, and I was enjoying myself. It takes a second to get going. It's way more talky than any other 3D platformer from that era. I guess maybe that's not true, but it's more talky than Mario for sure. And then once you get past that, you start controlling the character, and you immediately like end up on like a slide, and you're moving the character around, and it just feels good. It's like, oh yeah, they had Rayman dialed in pretty quickly. I could tell why people liked that game so much back then.
Yeah, I did have it on Dreamcast and liked it a lot on there, and that version did spoil me to the point where I can't with the Nintendo 64
I get it.
PS1 versions. You're right. I hate being precious about it. Like I even thought I saw it on NSO because I was looking for things to play the one day. I'm like, I don't think I can do this, but I did see Tonic Trouble there, which was basically like the Rayman 2 prototype that was just also its own game.
Yes.
With different characters. Like that guy clearly kind of looks like Rayman, and it's the engine they would use for Rayman 2. I was like, maybe this is good too. And it was, at least what I played, I didn't last too long. It's very simple. There's not much in there mechanic. There's a lot of, you do the sliding section in the beginning like in Rayman 2, but it's not as good. Then it was basically just jumping and also somehow too much like exposition for whatever that game was doing. So yeah, I fell off of Tonic Trouble pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think
actually.
Fab played that and liked it. The guy that's playing all the N64 games, I thought he seemed to think it was okay. I was surprised, but I've still not played Tonic Trouble. It is on there now though, so I should maybe give it a shot and finally see what it's like. Beyond that, Mike, it's not much else. Yeah, I might be playing some games on Steam that are also on Switch, but I'm not sure. So how about you?
Yeah, aside from Tonic Trouble, I don't think anything I can talk about right now, actually, really. So, yeah, we might have to leave it there for them. I mean, I played Resident Evil 7. That's about to be a Switch game, which, yeah, I hope that's... I bet that Switch 2 version, that's going to look pretty nice, and I bet that'll be an interesting way to play that one, for sure.
Yep.
All right, Jeff, any more Super Chats?
You know what? Real quick, I did that Escape from Escape from Ever After. That is on Switch, actually.
Oh, of course, because it's a Paper Mario-like.
Yes, and this audience, people who I know, many people really enjoy 1,000 Year Door. This game is super the 1,000 Year Door, and it's really well done, at least early on. You know, I don't know if it's going to hold up the entire time. I bet it does, though. It just seems like they really get it. So yeah, and I've heard from other people who seem to love the game, and I'm count me among them. They got the tone, the humor, the writing, the systems, the menus, everything is just on that level, and that's really impressive. So well done. All right, you wanted more super chats, Mike?
I do, please.
All right, let's see here. I'm clicking through. I think we got this one here from Brian Corliss. Money for an airport beer and a big beef and cheddar. All right, I heart and love all you weirdos. We will win. Thank you so much, Brian Corliss. I appreciate that, and I will get that beer and that beef and cheddar. House of Herman. I watched hatched a shiny Koffing in Pokemon Crystal while watching just now. Any name suggestions? She's a beautiful blue girl.
I don't think I ever caught a shiny in like the games where I think 2 times I came across shiny. Somehow I blew it and didn't capture them. I think I saw a shiny Skarmory or whatever they're called in silver back in the day. I'm still mad about it. So yeah, shiny coughing. I wonder let me look up a shiny coughing. Let's see if the color inspires me. at all. Oh yeah, look at that. It's kind of teal. Kind of Baja Blast. It looks like Baja Blast to me. So I think you should name that thing Baja Blast.
Baja Blast is really good for that too. Okay, I like that. Antonio Morales. This is preferable to Waifu Episode 2? I don't know what we were doing. That was preferable.
he was telling the lore story of the.
Oh, okay.
Oh right, yeah, that was a good.
It is actually, yeah. I will write.
I'm on the fence. We'll see. Chuck-towski, I just appreciate you both. We appreciate you too.
Oh, thank you, Chuck.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Chuck. From me and
Get
Sean.
back to work. I mean, no, I appreciate you too, Chuck.
I was on the
Thank you.
message board and I saw that thing on the right hand side that like tells you like when the post was posted and all that stuff. And I'm like, this is really handy for my use case when it comes to the message boards. I'm like, Chuck's got it. He knows what he's doing. Zombie porn, justice for Dr. Ryan. Mike, pay your child support.
No.
I remember that bit. That was pretty good.
Cody Bishop, really loving Mario Kart World, so chill and relaxing, and the P-switches give a lot of mini missions to do. Why don't you guys like it? And also fuck ice.
I like it more than most people, apparently. I say it's just as good as all the other Mario Karts.
I think I'm ready to go back to it and see how I feel about it again. So I'll report back and I'll let you guys know. Michael R. O'Leary, I don't appreciate either of you. Okay.
Wow.
Balanced in all things. We got.
Why don't you make some more Wii jokes? All
Yeah.
right. 2006 called it once. It's what were we doing? 2006. It once it's Bush era politics back.
That's right. Cheap cocaine.
That's the wrong Michael. Mike.
I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure that was a different Michael.
different Mike.
It was Michael Riley who said the other joke.
Oh, you Michaels look the same to me.
Jesus. Okay, I'll get him compliance training, everybody. He's sensitivity training. He's overdue for it. That's my fault. All right, that does it for the super chats.
How many Michaels are there? We should do something about this.
Oh, yeah. he gets this idea in the head that he's the only Michael. He won't acknowledge my middle name even. He pretends not to remember. He just doesn't want to say it.
When I was very young, I did not like being called Mike. There's an alternate world where I was Michael Minotti on everything. Can you imagine?
My dad's middle name is Mike, and he goes by Mike, actually, instead of his first name. So he chose
We got another one.
Zombie porn. Mike, what is Chuck's last name? Jeff, don't help.
Zimmerheld.
Oh, he got it, everybody.
Wow.
So there.
That's actually wrong. It's actually Zimmerfeld. So
Because I think Zimmerfeld was what I said the one time when it was wrong.
That is what. At least that's what he told me. You said. So.
Oh, I'm scared. I got scared.
All right. Yeah, like I said, that's the end of the super chats.
Chuck Towski says, "Wow, Mike, thanks for doing the bare minimum." Now, bare minimum would be only remembering your first name at all.
Yeah, right. This is one step up. That's what we can give you here. Is one step up from the minimum.
All right. Well, believe it or not, that is a podcast, everybody.
guess.
That's what it looks and sounds like. And we are done now. We are going to watch that Tomodachi Life direct Thursday morning. So hang out at giantbomb.com if you want to watch that with us. And then Thursday evening, Game of Decides will be here. We'll somehow continue to keep podcasting. I got a Blight Club game tomorrow. It's my Blightning round, so hopefully not too long. It's a 3DO game, apparently. So I've got my 3DO working, ready to go there. Got a costume in my living room. Apparently I'm going to look cool. As an optional element, I had it in my head for a bit there. Is it a piercing? I can't imagine what also Dan would be like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I guess we'll find out, Mike.
I'm not piercing my nose.
Aww.
so let's see about that. Hey, go watch Monday Morning with Mitch. Yeah, fuck guys.
Bye, everybody.
Also, yes.
Love you. Stay safe.
Come on, go cruising, cruising. Come on, go cruising. Let's go cruising. Let's go cruising. Let's go cruising.
That dude getting growth snatch?
Half a coconut, bitch.
I don't want anything happening up here. I want it all happening down there.
That was a quick